Hi guys, welcome back to the workshop. Another instalment on the Serenade build that Ewan's doing. I think in the last part we were finishing the covering.
Yeah, we got to finish the covering and then it was just this bit left.
Okay, so Ewan's now finished the covering on the fuselage. He has, for some unknown reason, put the tailplane and fin in the wrong places.
No, it's just to show what it's going to look like without the wing.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I'm not
So the next steps really are to start looking at the tailplane and fin to get them all mounted up and strengthened up. We're going to add some triangle strengthening to the fin so it's stronger on the tailplane, because the fin and rudder is just 1/8 balsa, so there's not going to be much gluing surface for it, or mounting surface. So we're going to get on with that. We've also got to try and get the servos in, and there's not really much left after that, is there? So we'll see how we get on tonight, and go from there. So just to bring you up to speed with what we've got, I've just glued the servos in here. What I was going to do is actually glue them back here, but there are two problems with that. One is I know I'm going to have to add a bit of nose weight to this, so I thought if I bring them forwards a little bit, but not so far forwards that I can't get a battery in, and also if I stagger them, the arms are going to be coming into the middle here, so they're not going to foul each other. I can always put a bend in them if need be to get them through here. What I have got to do is, I don't know how well you better see, is I've got to put a little notch in that former to allow the snake to come up a little bit, so a little bit low, to be in line with the servo arms, which is not a major problem. But yeah, that's the next step on that. Ewan's in the process of covering the triangular supports that we've put on the fin. And next stage after that really is looking at getting the tailplane fitted onto the back end, all nice and square. Okay, so I've been doing a little bit more work on the Serenade. Servos are glued in, or the mounts of the servos are glued in, the servos are in there just now. You can see with the snake holes there, I've sort of made a notch for them to sit up a little bit so they're in line with the servos. But to get those in the right place, I've got to connect up the push rod to the elevator so I can see where it's going to sit. So I need to get a horn on there, which I've done. I then should be able to get a push rod through there quite neatly. But this has thrown up another little problem, which isn't insurmountable. This was the fin and rudder assembly that was in the box when we got it. We've put the reinforcing pieces on, but as it now sits on there, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, I can't do this one-handed very well, but the rudder's going to foul the horn, so I need to actually do something like taking a notch out of there, maybe just take it straight back, not sure yet, just so it clears the horn basically, and then I should be able to get the elevator push rod sorted out. So after a bit of faffing around, we've now got an elevator linkage in, and it's all working lovely. So that means now, once I've got the rudder linkage in, I can sort out this support area here for the push rods and the snakes, because it is still a bit loose just now. And it does now mean I can get the yeah, so it does now mean I can get the fin and rudder sorted out. Not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm going to have a bit of a think and maybe pin it in place and have a look, see what it's like. But I suspect the answer is going to be modifying the rudder. Okay, so elevator's all connected up and working. It's got this push rod in there. It's connected up at the servo end down there. So I was saying about the rudder, I've had to take a little notch out the bottom of the rudder there to clear. Probably taken out a little bit too much, but it's fine. Now you can see the bit of covering that's damaged here. There's a reason behind that. This push rod's just a piece just to get alignment. But when that's in there, it actually needs to, I can't do this one-handed, but it actually needs to come through that piece of triangle at the front to line up with the push rod. So it's just roughly carved out just now. Ewan's going to take a needle file to it and work on it a bit more to get the clearance. And then once that's done, we can see about getting the covering cut on the tailplane and getting the fin and rudder attached. And then we're not too far off being done. Okay then, so as you can see the fin and rudder are glued on. Ewan's done a really good job with the notch here. He's actually put a bit more covering on to neaten it all up. It's being epoxied on just now. We've taken the covering off the tailplane, so it's a wood-to-wood glue joint. And then once that's glued up, we can see about getting the push rod in for the rudder and get that connected up. And then I think it's just a case of balancing. Okay, so we've come to the decision that for now this is as far as we're going with the Serenade. We've used our epoxy on the fin to glue it on, so it's going to take a while to go off. Seems to be like a convenient point to end this particular video. We're probably going to come back to this tomorrow, I guess, and see if we can't actually get the ruddy thing finished. Really all we've got to do is get the rudder push rod made, get it all connected up, and excuse me, someone's saying goodbye. Right, see you later. Okay, sorry, somebody's going out and saying goodbye. All we need to do is make up the rudder push rod, get that fitted and connected up, and then basically balance it. I think that's the last thing we need to do.
We'll just check it over.
Yeah, and give it a check, and then it'll be ready to fly.
Make sure the wing isn't twisted.
I actually checked that the other day. The wing's been sat up on the rack over here, and yeah, I've already checked it, well, yesterday, the day before, to see if it had twisted, and it seems to be fine. So yeah, we're going to say goodbye for just now. If you're not already, please give us a like and a subscribe to the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Any comments, please put them in below. They're all read and they're all responded to. But from myself and Ewan, we'll catch you next time.